I'm Issy. I'm a freelance musician. I graduated from my master's degree at the Royal College of Music last summer, so now I'm just doing a mixture of performing, teaching, and a mix of everything really.
So I'm Isobel, I'm 23, I play viola. I've got a music degree from Liverpool University and I'm currently working as an education administrator for a Manchester-based orchestra.
My name's Lucas Kelly. I'm a freelance musician, pianist, and I teach piano and keyboard for Musica.
I play the flute and that's my main sort of thing. I'm currently auditioning for orchestras. I'd love to kind of make the majority of my career going forwards playing in an orchestra. I'm also doing some teaching, so I have some private pupils which I'm really enjoying at the moment. I also do some workshops in schools, so currently I'm doing some workshops in an SEND school. I'm really enjoying that.
So my job is doing any practical administration of any outreach or education projects that the orchestra are doing. So I work a lot with schools to try and organise musical workshops like Meet a Musician, creative workshops, and basically just sort of inspire children to get involved in playing an instrument. And aside from this job, I do a little bit of music tutoring as well.
The main bulk of my work at the moment is the peri teaching, so going into schools, teaching one-to-one lessons to keyboard and piano students. The choir accompanying is playing piano to support the choirs and rehearsals and concerts. Also, when these concerts do come around, they tend to have guest performers and some small chamber groups, so I tend to accompany those as well. I do some classical concerts, I do some jazz concerts, either as a solo or part of a small band or a big band. And occasionally get engaged in some wedding and function work, so playing at receptions, playing in the backgrounds to corporate events and stuff. I've also had some commission work to do some composing and transcribing parts.
I really like being able to do a lot of community-based music projects. Getting involved in musical activities can really enhance someone's well-being and social life, and it's really nice to be able to use the skills that I've gained growing up as a musician.
I like to treat every musical opportunity as an invitation to improvise and see about improvising in a suitable way, especially when it comes to my accompanying work as well. Sometimes it's kind of encouraged to come away from the sheet and come up with your own thing. It's quite a nice little musical puzzle that I've come to enjoy.
I think musicians, we're just such a great community and everyone is so supportive of each other, and I just love being around creative people, and I think some of my strongest sort of friends are from music, even people that I met years and years ago in youth orchestra, and I think it's just amazing seeing so many people come together with so many different creative ideas and being able to collaborate on things together.
I was at the Home Valley Music Centre, so I was in the big band at Music Centre. I was also in the senior wind band at Music Centre in the percussion section, so I was darting about between xylophone and marimba and drums and stuff. I was also in the Greenhead College big band as well.
I started in the junior strings at Home Valley when I was 7, worked my way up to intermediates and senior strings, and then when I got to around 6th form age, I started a string trio, and that was all completely self-led, and we got down to Birmingham in our first year. We got invited to play for the Mayor of Manchester, which was really cool. And then I also joined the Central Ensemble, so Musica, Youth Orchestra, Musica Youth Strings, when I was 10, so I was a proper baby when I joined.
I was at Musica Home Valley. I started in the junior band and gradually went up to the intermediate band and the senior band. So flute was my main instrument, but I also had whole class brass lessons when I was in primary school. So I also played the trumpet in intermediate band. I can't say I've played it since, but I did really enjoy it at the time. When I was 12, I joined the Musica Youth Orchestra as well. I love doing that. I think I was there for 6 years, and going to the youth orchestra was one of the things that made me want to pursue a career in music. With the Musica Youth Orchestra, I was really lucky to go on 4 of the tours, which was incredible. My favourite one was definitely when we went to Lake Garda in Italy. It was just incredible there. We were doing concerts in churches and outside in sort of buses, very, very warm. It was just an amazing week of spending time with some of my closest friends, making amazing music, and eating lots of ice cream.
This is such a hard question because I went on 4 different tours with the orchestra. So got the opportunity to play in some really cool places, really cool venues, like churches, town squares, but then also like a converted stable or something in the Czech Republic and Disneyland. But yeah, aside from the tours, I've been able to go and play at the Albert Hall 3 times now, which is really cool for a really exciting project.
Going to the Royal Albert Hall with Greenhead College, the big band, and it was especially like memorable because they were playing my GCSE composition from like a few years before.
I think I learned a lot about ensemble playing. I think even at first joining junior wind band, I'd never played in a group before, so I think I learned a lot from playing with other people, and that helped me to sort of develop my individual playing as well. When I was in the youth orchestra, I was studying for my GCSE and my A-level at the time, and I think even performing some of the pieces that I was studying for my GCSE, that just really helped me to understand them a lot more. And it's really quite satisfying when you're learning about a piece of music and then you get to play it in an ensemble as well.
Taking part in the music centres, I found out how to fill my role as an ensemble player in piano, because like in a big band context there's so much you can do, and that sparked an interest to pursue jazz further and ensemble playing further. So when I went to university, which was at the Royal Birmingham Conservatoire, to study jazz, that was a lot of ensemble work, a lot of performing work, and having that experience already was super nice.
Just get involved in every way that you can, play with as many other people, or collaborate and make music with as many people as possible. I think as much as practicing by yourself is very important and fun a lot of the time, I think I've learned a lot from playing with other people and listening to other people perform as well. So I think, listen to as much music as you can, play with as many people as you can, and just enjoy it in every way that you can.
The student should always be looking for ways to, like, if they play an instrument, to show off what they can do, to engage, because it's a big hurdle to get over initially, but once you have a few concerts behind you, once you have a few bits of playing where in front of a few people behind you, then it always gets easier.
Persevere. There's always times when you feel like quitting, but having the ability to play an instrument is such a cool skill, and you're never going to regret learning ultimately.